let me explain. So before we get into me trying to justify why I have an S25 Ultra in my hands, I first of all want to let you know that at the end of this video, I will be giving away this Realme GT7 Pro valued at over £600. Yes, I do a monthly giveaway for channel members. You can sign up through Buy Me a Coffee, and sometimes it's headphones, sometimes it's a smartwatch, sometimes it's a phone. And this phone is valued at just over £600, and it's going to be someone's at the end of this video. You have to be a member. I've collated all the YouTube and Buy Me a Coffee members, put them in one spreadsheet, and I'll leave it to some form of assistant to help me pick a number, and someone will be winning this phone today. So, stay tuned to the end of the video for that. Now, let's talk Samsung. So, you already know this, but I could not be more brutally honest when it comes to my assessment of what Samsung are doing regarding their upgrades and iterative updates year on year. I made a couple of videos about it. Most of you saw it, most of you liked it. But I did say in that video, unless there is some stupidly good deal, or unless someone ships me one for free that I can then throw against a wall, well, at present, I have no plans to throw this against a wall. I also did not get it for free. But the main reason I said that you should not upgrade and trade in your S24 Ultra for the S25 Ultra was because the upgrades were not good enough. Yes, it now has rounded corners, but for all those absolute pussies out there saying, the corners were sharp and digging into my hands, get a life. No, rounded corners would not be a reason to upgrade. A better ultra-wide camera, again, for all the times I use an ultra-wide camera, not a good enough reason to upgrade. And the Elite chip, yeah, the 8 Gen 3 overclocked for Galaxy chip was more power than you will ever need to use. So no, there was no justifiable reason to upgrade from the S24 Ultra. However, I, believe it or not, do not own a Samsung Candy Bar phone at the moment. So, members can attest to this. I popped into the group chat. Anyone selling an S24 Ultra used, willing to buy it, looking for it for a video. And, much to my dismay, nobody really wanted to part with it, mainly because they'd already parted with theirs to upgrade for the S25 Ultra, but I'll let that slide. And also, the price I was offering, which I thought was decent enough, I was willing to pay about £500 or £600, just clearly wasn't good enough. So I've trawled the internet, and the cheapest I could find a new and sealed S24 Ultra was around £900, maybe £850-ish pounds, £850 or £900 if you really dug deep. And that was just a bit too pricey for me. So I looked for used ones, and some were showing at around £700 to £775, which again, for a used device, a Samsung that I'm never going to keep, it felt a bit pricey just to get for a video. However, just a few days ago, I was messaged by a couple of members offering me an S25 Ultra. Brand new, sealed, in box, as you can see here, titanium black, 256GB, which is now the base storage. Thank goodness 128 doesn't exist. But believe it or not, in the UK, for 256GB, it's still £1,249. I was never going to pay anything close to that because I just don't agree with what Samsung are doing. And I know Apple and other phone manufacturers do the same. This just seemed to be the most egregious upgrade or iterative update I've ever seen. So the members reached out, and they work for particular companies that get pretty damn good discounts. So I managed to get this delivered, sealed Samsung S25 Ultra for £750. Cheaper than buying a new, and in most cases used, S24 Ultra. So that scenario where I said I wouldn't have one unless... Well, that scenario certainly came true because, folks, when I decide to sell this S25 Ultra, you can be damn sure I could get more than £750 for it. Now, because I paid $750, one of you will be the recipients for that price. So one of you is going to get a bargain when I'm done with this phone, I can promise you that. But even at $750, having opened it and used it, set all up today, is it worth it? 100%. 1,000,000 times over, if someone offers you a brand new sealed S25 Ultra for £750, you feel their arse with one hand and take the phone off them with the other and say, thank you very much. Because that is an outstanding deal, whether you've got an S24 Ultra or not, because, as I've just said, you could sell your S24 Ultra for more than $750 and therefore have an S25 Ultra for free. So there you go. There's scenarios, if you know the right people, where an S25 Ultra makes sense. Now, I haven't had a chance to use the cameras, but I have set up the phone, which took just a matter of minutes from my X200 Pro Global version. It automatically done it over Wi-Fi. It was seamless as ever. And I've had a play around with the software, and of course, the software's fantastic because at no point did I ever say it wasn't. At no point should anybody argue anywhere that Samsung don't make fantastic software. They also make a super durable phone. I like this box air design, which is odd because it's sharper on all the edges, but they've rounded off the corners. Anyway, I guess if they kept it sharp all the way around from the front, this would be a Red Magic 10 Pro or a Nubia Z70 Ultra. When the screen is off, you cannot tell me that you know the difference. And speaking of that screen, like the iPhone 16 Pro Max, yeah, you kind of see the difference in display size, maybe slightly. You certainly notice that the bezels are thinner. And I'm fine with that. That is good when you're not having to pay a premium for it. So, in terms of why I have it, you now know why. You know what I paid for it. You know that I'll be getting rid of it at some point for £750 and it will remain in mint condition. So somebody's getting a good deal. If you're out there with an S24 Ultra and you can get hold of an S25 Ultra for £750, go ahead and do it. But based on my first impressions and based on the 2 videos I already made before the Samsung Unpacked event, don't upgrade to an S25 Ultra and give away your S24 Ultra for like £500 to Samsung. It just ain't worth it for you. So, I will have more content on it. I will compare it to my Vivo X200 Pro Global in terms of software and cameras, obviously. But I did mention at the start of this video, we need to talk about the giveaway. In terms of the giveaway, I have 347 members between YouTube and Buy Me a Coffee. I'm simply going to ask Google to tell me a random number between 1 and 347. The number it chooses correlates to the winner of the Realme GT7 Pro. Let's try this. I'll use my S25 Ultra. Pick a number between 1 and 347.
174.
174 is the number. Let's just see who that is in the spreadsheet. Having consulted the spreadsheet, here you go. Jonathan Berger, congratulations. You just won the Realme GT7 Pro. Now, there's a lot of people in the chat on WhatsApp, but Jonathan, I'm pretty sure you're in the chat all the time and you have some witty comments. So, yeah, excited to hear what you say about this. You have the Realme GT7 Pro. I'll be in touch over WhatsApp and I'll arrange shipping. Congratulations, buddy. And again, to remind you, I do monthly giveaways. I'm not a liar. I am honest and I stick to my word. If you want to sign up, buy me a coffee. You can sign up through there, have access to the WhatsApp community, and obviously win yourself potentially a phone some months. Congratulations again, Jonathan. And for everyone else that watched to this point, I really do appreciate you. You know that. We're on the race to 100k by the end of the year. I don't know, it's touch and go whether we'll get there, but if you can just recommend the channel to just one friend each, that should get us there pretty goddamn quick. I'll be back on Sunday with a full video on something to be decided, but I will be here Sunday 8. Until then,